So good evening. It's with immense gratitude and appreciation that I stand before you as we celebrate 50 years of Ethos. This milestone wouldn't be possible without the tireless dedication of so many, and I'd like to take a moment to express our heartfelt thanks. First, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the current and past staff and boards of directors of Ethos. Your commitment to our mission has been unwavering. Your leadership and steadfast support have shaped Ethos into the organization it is today, serving our seniors with compassion and excellence. I also want to recognize our event co-chairs, Ellen Grubert, Janice Littman, Stella Marquez-Murray, and Juan Murray. Your hard work in bringing this event to life has been absolutely inspiring. Thank you so much. We're also grateful to our fundraising committee. Your efforts in raising the necessary resources to continue our vital work have been invaluable. We appreciate you. Tonight, we also have the privilege of recognizing our all-important 50th anniversary sponsors. Our 50th anniversary care investors, Emily's Food Services, WCI Corp., SRT Realty, Kevin Walker, and the entire Walker family. Our compassion investor, City Fresh Foods. Our community investors, the Bruins Foundation, Eastern Bank, and Suburban Home Healthcare. And all of our generous mission investors, many of whom are first-time donors. It means the world to us. Thank you. Thank you all for your outstanding commitment to our mission. We are so tremendously grateful. Now we have a special... Governor Healy couldn't be with us, but we have a special video message from her, who's a strong supporter of our work.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maura Healy, and I'm so sorry that I can't be with you in person, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate this year's terrific honorees, Sheldon Lloyd, Jose Masso, Reverend Irene Monroe. For over 50 years now, Ethos has provided high-quality, affordable home and community-based care to older adults and people with disabilities. The programs that you pioneered in your early years have become the national standard, and you continue to develop new and innovative programs to meet the ever-changing needs of our communities. We're here today to celebrate those accomplishments. Last year alone, you served 2.5 million meals, provided more than 650,000 hours of home health services, and completed more than 1,000 screenings. You held 400 individual health and wellness classes and events, and threw the largest pride party for older adults in New England. It's incredible. You know, my mom is a nurse, and I grew up watching her care for older adults in their homes. It's hard work, so I am deeply grateful to all the Ethos employees and volunteers for everything that you do. Your commitment to older adults and residents with disabilities, helping them live and age with dignity at home, is truly heroic. Thank you so much. Again, congratulations to 50 incredible years. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
So a big thank you to Governor Healy. As we gather here tonight to celebrate our 50th anniversary, I'd like to reflect on our life-changing impact on Boston seniors, our vibrant and growing aging population, with older adults making up over 20% of the city's population, is at the heart of our mission. At Ethos, we've always been on the forefront of addressing the unique challenges faced by older adults, actively seeking solutions that prevent the premature transition to nursing homes for the isolated and homebound. It's crucial to note that nearly a quarter of these older adults live alone, and more than half come from communities of color. Last year alone, I'm going to repeat the governor a little bit because it's important. Last year alone, we made a significant impact on the lives of Boston seniors. We served over 2.6 meals to 9,000 seniors a day, at home and across 40 community cafes throughout every neighborhood in the city of Boston. We assisted more than 3,000 disabled Boston residents through our personal care attendant program, with more than 20% of those individuals being under the age of 60. To promote health and well-being, we held nearly 400 individual health and wellness classes and events totaling 500 hours of programming that provided services to over 1,000 older adults, empowering them to lead active and fulfilling lives in their own communities and in their own homes. Our dedicated team of caregivers and volunteers is committed to ensuring that seniors can continue living in their homes comfortably and safely. We're committed to eliminating disparities in care and community connection based on race, gender, sexual orientation, or immigration status. We provide culturally competent services to meet each person where they are. Included in this are some of the most vulnerable older adults, LGBTQ+ elders. Unlike their heterosexual peers, these individuals often lack traditional support systems of spouses, children, and relatives as they age. And often they've already lived marginalized lives, hiding their true identities, fearful of repercussions. Ethos plays a vital role in ensuring that they can age well within their communities, among their peers, openly and honestly. We proudly sponsor and host several programs dedicated to creating safe and affirming environments for LGBTQ+ seniors. These initiatives aim to foster friendships, strengthen support networks, and rebuild resiliency. One such event is the Senior Pride Luncheon, which takes place during Boston Pride Month. It's a joyous celebration of aging within the community, and it brings together more than 350 LGBTQ+ elders from across Eastern Massachusetts. It's the largest Pride event for older adults in New England. At Ethos, we've been proud to serve Boston seniors for the past 5 decades, addressing their unique needs and challenges. Thank you all for your support and for being part of this incredible journey with Ethos. Together, we'll continue to make a meaningful difference in the lives of Boston seniors, ensuring that they age gracefully and with dignity in the comfort of their homes, with care, compassion, and in community. I now have the privilege of introducing a special guest speaker who will share his firsthand knowledge of caregiving and Ethos's impactful work. Please join me in welcoming Fredrick Gillis III to the stage.
I was going to dance, but I just wasn't sure the support system would hold me up, so it just didn't seem like a proper idea. Thank you so much for all of you that are here, you wonderful people that are supporting this service that does, sorry. I'll get through this with you if I get too verklempt. Sorry, it's tough though, I'm coming after the good reverend, the governor, and the next thing is dinner. I'm pretty sure they wanted the chubby guy because they know I'd go quick because I wanted to eat dinner. And good reverend, where are you, good reverend? Unbelievable. I just want to say, I want to give a shout out to the LGBTQ. I honestly was an ally before it was cool. So thank you for giving this opportunity to me to speak. I'm sure you're all kind of worried already. I was a caregiver. I'm a supporter of Ethos, and I live in the community where 4 years from 100 years, my family in the same spot, which is kind of cool. But it wouldn't have been possible if the woman over here at the table, my wife, didn't make what you would consider maybe not a smart decision in 1998 when I said to her, with the housing market and stuff, why don't we buy my house? Okay, where are Mom and Dad going? We'll build an addition, they'll stay there. She goes, well, that's okay. I think she regrets that every so often. But my story begins with telling my dad that. Sorry. That's all right. Looking him in the eye and saying, Dad, I'll buy the house. We're going to build you a handicap-accessible addition that you guys can live in, and my family will take care of you, till the day you die. My dad's my hero. He was a World War II vet. He then was a public servant in Boston for years. And unfortunately, he got Alzheimer's a lot quicker than we thought. And I watched him bravely battle Alzheimer's, a journey that tested his strength, but also the family, right? We started having kids, so you make this promise. You don't know what that journey is going to be, and there's a lot of variables. But we were determined to keep him home with the warmth of his family. My wife, my mother became his caregivers. But as it progressed, at some points I was carrying him around the house just to move him from spot to spot. But then something happened. My mother broke her hip. And we suddenly realized she looked at rehab as somewhat a vacation from taking care of my dad. And we also realized we kind of missed the memo that this thing had progressed maybe more than we knew. So what do? You get on the phone, you call Ethos. And they brought care, they brought substance, they brought advice to our existence. And our family was, not only caring for Dad, but juggling all the children, and it was a tough struggle. And as we reached out, they provided compassionate caregivers who assisted in the tasks, the cleaning, the bathing, the dressing of Dad. With Ethos support, we were able to keep Dad home for another 2 years until he passed. So then we had a few good years, and then Mom started having her moments. And at one point, she broke both her legs. And she must have had Irish plumbing. She got through that, came right back. And, we had Meals on Wheels, which I think my son was eating more of them than my mother. He plays college football now, so I have to say the nutrition was definitely efficient. And this is going to be a tough part, because Mom wasn't happy that her youngest, who was a boy, 4 older sisters, was taking care of her. And she voiced that pretty often. And so every so often it was tough. Maybe a kid had an accident or something, and your patience wasn't there. And maybe something Ethos doesn't know is, my mother was old school. If somebody came to her house and did something nice, she would glow. Instead of being grumpy, she would glow. So watching her with the Ethos people rehumanized her every so often when I needed it. When I needed to remember why I made that promise. So I appreciate Ethos for doing that. Okay, that was the tough part I thought I couldn't get through. So as we come together to celebrate Ethos' 50th anniversary, I want to humbly ask for your support. Let's ensure that other families can receive this. Every journey is different, and Ethos is flexible, and they apply what they need to each situation. Let's empower them to give our beloved ones the compassion and dignity to live out their lives. Together we can make a difference tonight and in the future for the seniors to make sure they get the care, love, and respect they deserve. Thank you very much.